Anyway, here's the backyard. It's the beginning of March. And I have a bunch of soil out front that needs to be put into these beds. So I need to get them prepped. I do lasagna layering, or maybe you don't know that, but I do lasagna layering in my gardening. And so really all I'm gonna do is just rough everything up, and like, look at how beautiful that soil is. And this is just years of doing, ooh, was that a worm? Yuck. Years of doing the lasagna method gardening. And that's like these beds, and I do have a video, I'll have to look for it and link it for when we built these beds. But these beds first had a layer of cardboard, and then they have a layer of logs, and then they had twigs and branches and stuff like that, and then grass clippings, and then compost, or composted dirt. And then every year I add composted dirt because it goes down about that much. You know, I'll fill it almost to the top this year, and it sinks because the stuff down underneath it is deteriorating over the years. So anyway, that's how you do that. Hello. Lorrie here, and I'm in the garden out on this beautiful day in March. And today is the day I'm going to plow under all of my nitrogen fixers and get them all, getting them pulled up and composted into my dirt. And then I'll be adding some more soil, and planting time is coming right around the corner. So let's get to it. So one thing I know about tomatoes is that they use up a lot of nitrogen in your soil. And so it's important to fix the nitrogen when you can. And one way you can do that is to grow peas and beans in the place where you did grow your tomatoes the last time, and then leave those roots to die off, and they'll add nitrogen back into the soil as they die off. However, what I have done is they actually sell these things called nitrogen fixers. And I think one of them was hairy vetch, and the other one was a clover. And you put those in the fall and you let them grow through the winter, and then you just turn them up and leave them in your soil, and they die off and add nitrogen, apparently. At least that's what I'm told, and that's going to be my lesson for today, is that's what you do to amend your soil. So let me just show you what I got going on here. So this is some hairy vetch. It didn't grow as well as I thought it would. I thought it would grow better, but I think that the roots underneath are probably more. Here's one that grew pretty good. But yeah, so now I'm gonna take my little mini rake, and it's a metal rake, right? It's not a kid's rake. It is kid size, and it's fabulous for my raised bed, but it's a good solid, you know, same, here's my little mini hoe. And again, it's metal, and you know, in this wood, and it's actually, these are great little tools. So anyway, I'm just gonna dig in here and get all of this stuff moved up and flipped over, and yeah, then I'll be ready to add a little bit of dirt, and this will be good for planting. Look how dark and rich that soil is, and I haven't even added my compost yet this year. So this bed's not going to need too much. It doesn't look like it dropped down very far last year, but we'll put a little bit just on top anyway. Now this is really cool. I've never tried to grow an avocado before. From what I understand, I need to grow 2 of them, so I am going to start another seed. But so first I dried this seed, and I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I did, because I wasn't sure what to do with it or which way to put it or whatever. So I dried it, and it might have helped it crack a little easier, but this is what's coming out of it. This is from the top. And so you put the pointy side up, right? And look at this little root that's coming out. It's actually, I think it's going to be a nice long tap root. So that is pretty fantastic. We're going to do a little root sniffing with this a little bit later and maybe add some food to it. Look at this. My peppers are turning orange. I guess they're not going to get any big. I think when I read up on that, I should have put that potassium into them when they were flowering or just after they finished flowering to get bigger peppers. But look how beautiful they are. And there's all my seeds I need to get started. I need to really get on that. It's getting to be March. It's mid-March. Look, here's my other pepper. My carrots are looking kind of rough, but they're not. They're not too dry. I don't know. They might not like it so warm. They're the closest to the window. There's my lettuce. It's coming back after I clipped it back. And all my starts, my basil and my chamomile. And so I'm pretty sure I had a tip in there somewhere about Shed Wars. And so, hey, this is going to be probably my last video for Shed Wars Southern Hemisphere for 2022. I'm sorry I didn't get more weight put in for y'all, but I sure did learn a lot from you, and I had a great time just hanging out, watching your videos, and all that jazz. So, I'm going to call it a night and say thanks so much for coming and hanging out. And hey, if you're not familiar with Shed Wars, we're coming up. We're starting Northern Hemisphere season 2022. So if you're looking into new gardening stuff and tips and tricks and learning how to grow your own food, Shed Wars is the place to check out, because we are a global gardening collaboration with gardeners of all sizes, all shapes, all forms, big farms, little farms, apartment farms, everywhere you could think of, in pots, out of pots, in the ground, in raised beds, all kinds of gardening. And you can just, wherever you are, it's more important now than ever that you're able to grow a little bit of food. It'll sure help, and you can really make a difference in your own life. So that's my spiel for today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Take care of yourself. Bye now. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to come back and show y'all about the root sniffing. So I'm going to go ahead and do some root sniffing with this avocado that I've got going on. And really, it's super simple. All you do is just give that root a good sniff. That one doesn't smell like much, but let me tell you, some roots smell like the fruit that they are going to be. And so if you're participating in a secret seed swap and you don't know what somebody has sent you, root sniffing might give you a clue. And that is why it's 100% outlawed in Shed Wars, and why I'm going to do it in every single video I have this year. So, once again, thanks for coming and hanging out. Have yourself a fantastic day. I will see you soon. Bye now.